So guys, welcome to day 587. For those of you who don't have your calculators out right fast, that's basically 19 months into this craziness. It has been a long and arduous trip to get us this far. A lot of it was me waiting way too long, believing that Go Green Builders would get the job done and do what they promised and what they had agreed to do, and that just was not going to ever happen. They finally just completely abandoned me and walked off the job. There's about $20,000 worth of extra work that needed to be done. Luckily, I was able to reduce that number by doing the work myself, but it has just financially devastated me to get this far. But I finally got my inspection, got the framing inspection, and there were only 6 items on the list once I had whittled all the stuff that we knew and a contractor had talked about. Lowering this window was one of the things. It was about 48 inches and it needed to be 44. Doing this by myself sounds really hard, but it really wasn't. But there's still no trim on the outside because, you know, that's a long ways up to be working by yourself. I'm going to take you through some of the other stuff that we did. We had to add support along the alley wall in several of the different areas. So let's get on to that. So this is one of the big things that we had to fix that Go Green Builders thought was done at the time. It wasn't at all, because all those 2x8s had to be supported from underneath, and these 2x6s have a maximum span of just 11 feet. They just kind of missed that, you know, they just kind of missed it a little bit. But James and I went in one afternoon and put all that stuff in right there. So one of the biggest problems that we had to do was to support all this huge amount of weight from the new roof on top of the old roof. Go Green, again, didn't do anything in that area to take care of that. I had to come in and add these LVLs, and it took 3 of them for this room that's over the great room where the living room is going to be, and it took 2 of them over the other bedroom to support all this added weight. This is in addition to those other 3 that they put in for that beam that was sagging. This is just an incredible amount of stuff. Getting the LVLs that were like 14 foot tall with an already halfway done framed building was not an easy task. Luckily, you could kind of snake them up the stairwell and then go this crazy backwards things and come over my head. It was really tough. But now that we've got this in here, it all passed and they didn't even question it.
The pony wall, the Joel Shaw Joe over there, after he came in and put these LVLs for the roof in the living room, we had to come through and put these braces up all the way down here to support this roof for the same reasons that we had to support that roof. We came in here, put these braces all along down here. It took us a while. And we put these collar ties to add extra support to the roof because this was just so much of a span and the roof was dipping so much. Something had to be done before it structurally.
This area right here had to be fire blocked on both sides. There's fire blocking a million different places. Anywhere where there was a fur down, and just, I mean, tons of places. Like, fire blocking is a real big pain because you have to close in cavities and everything. Like underneath the staircase here, this is going to be hollow, but it couldn't be hollow. So now I have to put sheetrock all the way around here and on the inside underneath here so that it'll pass the fire code. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's really for safety, so I guess we really can't complain too much. So one of the things we did this weekend was to build a home for Homie while they sprayed the foam insulation and while they did the sheetrock, because, you know, there's going to be a lot of dust and stuff. The foam insulation is going to be producing a large amount of carbon dioxide when it's curing for just for 30 or 40 seconds, but it still produces a lot, and they have to have all the windows open, kind of cold, yada yada yada. Anyway, so we closed in the laundry room completely, and what my goal is to get a little box fan to go right here where the exit for the dryer is and pump fresh air in and warm it, and I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but that's the plan. So that's what it's all about, getting the inspections finished up. Took a long time, a lot longer time than it should have. A lot of that was my fault because I kept hoping that Go Green would come through with everything that they promised, but it never really happened. And then I finally just bit the bullet and just did almost all this work myself. I did pay to get those other beams done, but a lot of it was done by myself, and of course every bit of it I was learning as I go with stuff that I had no idea about, how to do the framing and substructure and all this other kind of stuff we had to consider. With luck, I will get some spray-on insulation on about the first week of January, around January 5th through 9th sometime. And then I gotta find like $3,000 or $4,000 to get some sheetrock installed. So I guess I'll give you guys an update when the sheetrock's going up, or actually when they're gonna do the foam. That should be kind of cool. Talk to you later.